What's up everybody? You guys see the title, Tsunade's S rank 28 and under mission using only free-to-play ninja. This is not a joke right here. I'm going to be doing it with 3 Kurotsuchis, 3 Sakuras, and this thing took me like 3 hours to do. Okay, maybe like 2 hours. But the main point here is if you're playing right now, at the time that this mission drops, for the first time ever, you can make this team right now because Kurotsuchi is still here. You can get multiple copies of her. And then you got the starter Sakura that you get at the beginning. If you don't have enough copies of her, you can always grab yourself another healer. Another important thing to note here is the pills on my ninja. Only 2 of my Kurotsuchis have maxed out pills and 1 Sakura has maxed out pills. The other ones, they got a little bit here and there, more on the attack side is full. But it's very important to make sure that you pill all of your ninjas because I could easily have like 500 more HP right now. So what you want to be doing here, the goal is to stall up for all of your Kurotsuchi's ultimates. So I'm going to be leaving all of my Sakuras out, letting them tank the hits. Since Kurotsuchi has that 20% buddy reduce skill, she will be, lessening the damage all the Sakuras will be taking. Now the first person we're going to be taking out is Kabuto because with this team he is literally impossible to beat with regular attacks. You're going to have to be using your jutsus and ultimates to finish him off, and that's because every 3 turns he's going to be using his jutsu on himself and healing for 7,500 HP. On top of that, he's long range and you don't really get a break from him. There is no 2-turn countdown from him, so that's why he has to go. When it comes to Orochimaru, he deals less damage than Kabuto on his regular attack, but he does do his jutsu and ultimate. His jutsu is single target and it can give you slip damage, while his ultimate is slightly weaker than his jutsu and it HP steals you. But his ultimate is also AoE, which means he can hit multiple characters. So you want to make sure you space out and stay away from him when he has that secret technique up. Now another important thing I'm going to be doing while I'm stalling is making sure that I keep up with which Sakuras I moved last. So I know when I have a chance to go heal or I need to move them out of the way of like Orochimaru's ultimate, stuff like that. Alright, so now I have all of my Kurotsuchi's ultimates ready this turn. I'm going to go ahead and start using them. You're going to see why it's very important that you stay spaced out since Orochimaru is going to be using his secret technique soon. Also, it's very important that when you start using all of your Kurotsuchi's ultimates here, that you do this right after Kabuto heals himself. Otherwise, he will heal in between and that can throw off the whole thing. So Orochimaru is going to target my Sakura up there. And now I can go ahead and finish Kabuto off here. A jutsu might have been able to finish him off here, but there is absolutely no reason to risk it. So that is now Kabuto out the way. You just have to deal with Orochimaru. My HP will be getting very low here. Now I want you to watch what I do here. I'm going to put my Sakura in between Orochimaru and Kurotsuchi so that Sakura takes the hit. If he hit Kurotsuchi, I had a very good chance of losing there since he's bravery and Kurotsuchi is wisdom. So that's why I went ahead and did that there. Thanks to that technique, I was able to live. And from here, I can go ahead and stall back up my HP. And I'm constantly going to be attacking Orochimaru here and there, swapping out my Sakuras to heal and all that. And since Orochimaru is a mid-range unit, you can, with very careful positioning, have your Kurotsuchi attack him, and you don't run the risk of getting hit. So as long as you're careful, you're good from here on out. Now when it comes to finishing off this map, I want to make sure that I have all of my Sakuras out and that I finish him off with my third row here. So my first row gets the first turn on the next map. Alright, so now I'm about to get ready to finish off Orochimaru here. I'm going to make sure that I switch back to all of my Sakuras before moving on to the next map. And that's because this is actually my first time using this team for this mission, as well as beating S rank in general. So I wanted to make sure I was on the safe side if something went wrong and multiple people got hit. So now that we're on to the second map here with Jiraiya, Tsunade, and Shizune, I'm going to use my Kurotsuchi's ultimate as far to the right as possible so that my other teammates can hopefully not get hit. That's what I was thinking at this point. Important to note that I get a critical on Jiraiya here, so that's why you'll see his HP slightly lower. And of course Shizune hits all three of my units, so it's a good thing I did switch out to my Sakuras there. Now for this map, you want to make sure you get rid of Shizune. She's exactly the same as Kabuto, except she can heal the other two as well. I'm going to be stalling on Jiraiya here instead of Tsunade, since I know he does less damage than her. So from this point, what I'm going to be doing is cutting off the times 2 speed and going for my Kurotsuchi's jutsu here. She has a 30% chance to immobilize for 2 turns. And I'm going to be using that jutsu right around this area. So, I had to pretty much close out the app, reset it multiple times to get the immobilize on at least 2 characters. That was my goal. I got it on Tsunade and Jiraiya here. So at this point, I was debating whether to go for the ultimate on all three of them or not. Definitely did not want to, use it on Jiraiya since his HP was already really low from that critical. So I decided to just go for Tsunade and Shizune with the ultimate. So as you can see, they are barely hanging on. I'm really shocked that Shizune didn't heal herself or Tsunade here. Now they got barely any left. Worst case scenario, if I did not KO them here, I had another jutsu ready and I could reset some more to get some immobilizes going on. But I was actually able to take them both out there with that regular attack. So now I can go back into stalling mode. Now the only thing Jiraiya's going to be doing is his jutsu. It's a mid-range circle, as you can see here. Doesn't deal too much damage, and he will immobilize you for 5 turns with it. So you really want to make sure only one ninja is getting hit with that. At this point, you're perfectly fine stalling up, not much to worry about. You can go ahead and start doing what you were doing to Orochimaru, outspacing him and attacking him with Kurotsuchi here and there to get his HP on the lower side. And I'm pretty much going to keep stalling until I have everything ready for the next map. Now, last little note for dealing with Jiraiya is make sure when you finish him off that your ninja is not still going to be immobilized when you get to the next map. Tap and hold your character and you can see how much time is left on the immobilization before you finish him. Also be careful with his HP in general, because I did have to reset a few times because I tried to finish him off at the perfect time and he ended up living. I thought his HP was low enough and it wasn't, so just be careful about that. Alright guys, so now we are on to the final boss here. Congratulations, you're almost halfway through it now at this point. I'm going to show you guys that you can basically hit all 3 spots with Kurotsuchi's ultimate here, but it does not matter because of the spot in the middle that says recovery. Now what my goal here is to get rid of the spot that says recovery and then the spot on the bottom as well. So I'm only going to be aiming for those 2. You can see how much damage it does. Did pretty good damage actually to the spot with recovery. That is the biggest threat. That's the spot that has to go no matter what. So I'm going to use the second ultimate here. Really low on HP now. Now what Kitsuyu's spot on the bottom does is, just the body slam you saw there, but it has a chance to jutsu seal you for 2 turns. So you need to be aware of that. I'm going to go for my third Kurotsuchi's ultimate. That will take out the spot. And as you can see, Kitsuyu's healing for 10,000 HP right now. And that's going to be active for a few turns. So that's why it really didn't matter to hit the main body with Kurotsuchi when you got here. It would have been healed up anyway. So now at this point, I'm going to go ahead and start stalling with all of my Sakuras, using my jutsus when I have to and all that. And I'm going to keep attacking this spot at the bottom until all my Kurotsuchi's ultimates are ready again. So when it comes to the attack pattern of the bottom spot, it's just going to be using the body slam every 2 turns. And then the main body is going to be alternating every 3 turns from using the acid field and then using the body slam once again. So I'm sure you guys noticed already that I did not use my ultimates immediately. That's because I was waiting for my chance to be able to use 2 of them back to back and avoid pretty much getting body slammed twice in a row. So you see how much damage that actually did to it. Looked really low, like, you know, one might have finished her off, but it didn't, obviously. So that's why I made sure to set myself up like that. Now we literally just have the last spot to deal with. There is no special like opening you can get up in their attack and move out the way without taking damage from the acid, unfortunately. So what you're going to be doing from this point on is keeping your HP up with Sakura's heals as usual, but every once in a while you can pretty much move your Kurotsuchis up there and attack. I usually attack when there's 1 turn left on the acid field. You can move 2 up there at most, but you definitely do not want to do 3. Because even though the acid slime doesn't inflict damage right away, you're going to be taking 3,000 damage from it if like all 3 of your ninja are in the area. And then by the time you try to move them all out, you're going to be taking another 3,000. So definitely don't want to do that. And if you don't even want to risk going up there and doing any attacks at all, you can just save up for your ultimates and use them when they come. But there is no way around taking the damage from the acid. So yeah, I think I covered all the tips and tricks for this raid. You guys enjoy the rest of the video. So there you guys have it. Tsunade's Impact S rank 28 and under mission using only free-to-play ninja. I am so glad that this crazy team I thought up was actually able to beat this thing. You know, you guys are about to see the proof in a little bit right here that first time doing 28 and under, and then first time completion award. You know, first time I did this S rank mission, I had 2 Phantom Castle Sakuras, 2 Sage Mode Narutos, I think it was Bravery Hinata, and then my 6-star Rin, and I couldn't beat it. That's just how hard this mission was, because I made the mistake of not KOing Kabuto first. So, you know, that just shows you how important it is to get rid of him first. Don't forget to leave a like, drop a comment, and subscribe if this video helped you guys out. Peace.